From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. And today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Site that many call the loudest. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jackson, first play, going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 45 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he's want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. This defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
They always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before. And now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track.
On the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, he rifles one and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
I think this is where the long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3-4 quarters left in this one and enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Pacheco once again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. it straight. It's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown. Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Mahomes will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Odafe Oweh.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they will start out in really great shape, up close to midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Steps away. And down inside the 15 he goes. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Out to his left. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a couple of the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked picked off by Roquan Smith.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. But starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Yeah, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Jackson. A little short one there, caught by Likely. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Michael Dana coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. That's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Here's Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 65 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Chiefs 12. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And it is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
Mahomes.
At the 32-yard line.
That ball caught. It's Rice. Here's first and goal.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
McKinnon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, something appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Chiefs 18. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Return set up here. They're able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Jackson looking to throw right away. And it's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. but we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll run. Here's Devon Acham. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what...
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get all the board first here in this one. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. The Tua going to try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try, and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Gotta laugh that one off, and not the whole that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on Saturday.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first.
Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tua sets up to pass it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll roll him out right. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Tua.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard. And Richardson looks to throw once more. A short throw. The end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he gets it here right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Pacheco. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go. For a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 70 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. When they dialed up that fourth down run, something tells me they didn't envision it hitting all the way up in the end zone.
No, I think you're right about that, but how many times do we witness short yardage runs, stacked defensive front, everyone pressing the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, there's not much help on the backside there.
You pop through, there's no one back there, and we just witnessed it there. A long sprint to the end zone, probably looking around wondering, where did everyone go?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On third down, here's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
17 yards. And the first down,
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Back now in Indianapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Got stopped, would have liked the touchdown, but hey, field goal gives you the lead, and let your defense do the work.
The one thing to keep in mind, though, the field goal is not automatic. You've got to make sure you protect your kicker here so you don't have a block, which turns into a big play. But you're exactly right. Kick it, rely on your defense. This is the proper play here in this situation.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. There, the Colts are going to take over with a football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Taylor. Muscles him off, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They get the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now,
and the Chiefs are going to get him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now we give to Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Off play action, Richardson. A short throw, this is caught by Cox. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Finding Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Mahomes.
That's going to be incomplete. Trying to go for the big one on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Mahomes to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
A run by Pacheco on second down. Now they're off to the races down the right side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try, and it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. This is 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes.
4. He's inside the 30. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2?
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Washington Commanders.
as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 30 inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, here's Gibson again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Fix the score. Commanders 7, Colts nothing.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gibson here running out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing here, Howell. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back to throw, Howell.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
First and 10, Taylor now. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a second and 10. Richardson.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That one finds Pierce right side.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Gay's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just take extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Howell throwing on first down here. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As a hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the third down.
They need 2. Here's third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And the return will stop right around the 25. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Samuel going to go in motion right. A handoff running left is Gibson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 9.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Powell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's
make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Robinson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Sam Howell, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington has taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis on why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third-down situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
Forced out to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Robinson up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And Howe will throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run for it with Robinson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson
rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
That'll be caught.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The fake spike becoming a little bit more prevalent in today's game. It worked there.
Those old days of brother-in-law on that play, where you kind of know what they're
this ball game.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, we've got what should...
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
That's good for an Eagles.
Once again, it's Swift.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a handoff coming left is Gainwell, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And Jones got it. Touchdown Eagles. 14 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Elliott drawing the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. First down, Hurts steps away to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass.
Touchdown, Eagles! Charlie Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles lead this now 14-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back to it, got that omelet, and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need it to happen now.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Swift to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Right back to Swift again on second down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Burt sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Jones on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion right here, Boyd. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 47-yard attempt.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a... We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And
he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
On second down, Cook. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To the air, Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 30. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's good for the Eagles.
Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift, and they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. And the defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Play action. Now it's Allen. It'll find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Allen now looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and goal from inside the 5. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 4 yards out. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Rolling to his left. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Eagles. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He's got Smith here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to the running game with Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bills
Eagles are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what would be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. They'll set up a throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now they're in the hurry up.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown! Fell in the field. Dallas getting 68 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gamble method on the play. First down, Bill.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited
scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Allen. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way of the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Drews. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can stay.
Ground with Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down, here's Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And tough sledding. Making maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to slow it. But a lot of blitzes, they're kind of a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Bills' 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here. But if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Well, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
To throw is Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.